up in my hood, best dress. Next thing, upgrade, who's next? Rich boy, got him on deck. Good boy, time refresh. I put my new man on a leash. Traded him out, he was just a lease. I ride around town till I leave. I gave that boy a round, spin him back to the street like la da di da di da. Yeah, I spin him back to the streets like la da di da di da. Back to the streets, so clean when I pull up to the scene. Big goals and I put that on me. What you thinking? What's good? How you feeling? I wish you would. Had to hit the husband on your homies. Stepping in your bad lonely. My ex used to act like he owned me. Ain't enough just to treat me like a trophy. I had that, passed that, knew I had to trash that. Bounced on his earth, turned that boy into a flashback. I'm a 5-star with a price tag. Gotta find me somebody that can match that. Last one got on my last nerve. Made me go change my past.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, my name is Leslie McKinney Smith, and we are excited to welcome you tonight to our week of Dream Opportunity. We're excited to welcome all of our guests. Again, my name is Leslie McKinney Smith. I'm a sales director from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm excited to be here with my girlfriend that's always hanging with me every week. And we have invited another girlfriend to join us tonight. I'm going to toss it to you first, Naomi, and then you can toss it to Terry.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. I am so excited about tonight. I can't wait. So make sure you hold on. Now, you know who I am. I am that awesome Naomi from the beautiful city of LA, lovely Augusta. And I am so excited to toss it to my girl. She's my girlfriend now tonight, too. Okay, Terry Lewis. Go ahead, Terry. Introduce yourself only.
Oh, my goodness. So excited to be with Leslie and Naomi for the first time on this. Super excited. My name is Terry. I am Senior Sales Director, Terry Lewis, all the way from Canton Mission / Detroit, Michigan. All right.
Yes, so we three amigos tonight. All right, so listen, we want to welcome all of our guests, and we are excited. As a matter of fact, Terry was just saying today is her first day feeling normal. I can't make that declaration just yet, but I'm glad you can, Terry. So yeah, I still need a little bit more rest. But anyway, welcome to all of our guests. We can't wait to tell you a little bit about our business opportunity, tell you a little bit about what we have experienced over the last several days. So again, welcome. We want you to make sure you drop a comment so that we know who you are. And we want to know if this is your first time joining us, let us know that. Yes. We also would love to know who invited you. So let us know, hey, I was invited by Naomi, and make sure you drop your name in the comment section, especially if you have one of those cute little handles like, Fly Girl or ATL Hottie or something like that. Girl, drop your name in the comments. We won't know who that is. And of course, we want to know where you're logging in from. Are you watching from, our groups from Texas, North Carolina? Drop that comment. So we want to welcome you to the hottest tutorial. And we actually took a week off, Naomi. So what did you do last week while we were gone?
Oh, what did I do last week? I so miss hearing your voice last week. I kept thinking, is Leslie going to call me? And then she did call me. Oh, what's up? She called me.
You know that.
So, I'm just getting ready for this wedding. My son is getting married Friday. So I was just doing those things that I could, but also staying on top of everything. And since we talked about last week, let me tell you about this week. You know what? We want you to tell your guests. This is going to be the hottest tutorial that you ever have. I have my paper and pencil and I'm ready. So this is the time for you to call because we are going to be looking for the most comment from your guests. Yes, we still have prizes. So be ready. Call them, text them, get them excited because we have a gift to give away and it's going to be to your guests. So call them. Okay?
All right. And so guests, if you have any questions while we're going through the tutorial, make sure you just drop it in the chat. One of us will see it and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Well, one of the things that we like to do, we always like to show this little quick segue before we get started. And this gives you an opportunity to kind of let your guests know if they haven't jumped on, you can send that text and say, girl, jump on, don't miss it. So let's do our little intro video, and then we'll be back in just 1 second. So here we go.
Yes, no, maybe so. Like a rocket gonna blast off, watch me go. Yay, yay, say my name. Haters gonna hate, but I'm harder than the game, so ha. Hello, bye-bye. Everybody looking at me, but I don't mind. Cause dang, straight, righteous as what? Hungry like the wolf, gonna get me some. Come on now, let's work. Come on now. Come on now, let's work. Check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, let's check it out.
Wish your products were delivered with care? I can do that.
Do you happen to have my foundation on hand? I have a cameras on presentation tomorrow. Meanwhile, baby girl just discovered the wonders of finger painting. Please, please tell me you have my shade and can get it to me tonight.
I can do that.
Really?
Yes, girl, I got you.
Thank you so much.
I can do that.
I adore my daily skincare routine, but kind of feel like my complexion needs something a little extra. Can you make any recommendations?
I can do that. What are you experiencing?
Mommy, you look like Nana.
Just some general blawness.
Say no more. Samples are en route to your door.
You're the best.
Hi, I need to return this.
Ma'am, I cannot accept this. It's been used.
Wanna try before you buy? I can do that. Ugh. Hey, girl. It's probably not as bad as you think.
It's awful. I was attempting a new look and ended up resembling a rabid raccoon.
Have no fear. I can help you discover a brand new look that will complement your unique skin tone and features.
You can do that.
I can do that. Want to support a small business? You can do that.
Don't we love that commercial?
I love that commercial. I really do.
Cracks me up. Mommy, you look like Nana. I would freak out. I'd be like, oh my God. Anyway, that's hysterical. But anyway, we are so excited and to have our consultants on, our customers on. And one thing we want to remind you about, since we are streaming through YouTube, this link will stay live. And so you can share it with your friends. They can watch it tomorrow. They can watch it in the middle of the night. We will look like we are fresh and alive and alert. But trust me, we will be asleep. But the great thing is you'll be able to get all the great information. All right. So don't forget, if you want to be a part of the giveaway, you have to drop a comment. Naomi is picking the winner.
I am.
She's looking for great comments. So keep your comments flowing. That's how she will be able to pick out who is going to win that prize. It's not on me, it's on her. All right, so let's jump in, Naomi. I think you wanted to start off tonight. We're talking about the Mary Kay opportunity, and we refer to it as a dream opportunity. I remember when I first got into Mary Kay, when I was approaching Mary Kay, I was like, Mary, what? No, girl, I'm not the sales type. I'm not interested. I don't even know how to do makeup, and now you want me to teach somebody else how to do makeup. So Naomi, why don't you share with us some general facts about the company? Let's start right there. Is that okay?
Yeah, let me start with that. I'm so excited because she was talking about when she first started. I think all of us have that when we first started. I know Terry can also elaborate with that. But let's just talk about the mission statement. I think it's so important to understand what Mary Kay mission statement, just to enrich women's lives, but also, to have a quality product for consumers and financial opportunities for the staff, for us as consultants, but also to fulfill for the employees. Come on, think about it. They wanted to have a full circle of 360 for everyone. So I was excited about that. But you know what? I wrote some things down and I want to talk about the value of the company. I think that's so important for us to have, is what does the company stands for? First of all, it's the golden rule. Somebody would ask me, what is the golden rule? It is doing what's right, honorable, and ethical. That's simple as that. I wanted to put it in front of you. And then the go give spirit. You hear about go give, but you know what? That is one of the most important part of Mary Kay, is the go give spirit, is to give without expecting anything in return. I'm just saying it. Simple as that. Okay. And you know what? Write this down, because you will have to share this with other people that you are thinking about, prospects. Okay. Make me feel important. Now that's important, because there's so many of us that wears a sign on us that says, make me feel important. And that's what we do as a company, which is so important. And then the balance of faith first and God first, family second, and career third, which helped me to prioritize my life. We are so busy, we don't have the opportunity to really prioritize what we need to do first. And that has helped me to really do that. But let me tell you some other facts. The company started in 1963, okay? And we just celebrated, we had 59. We are going into our 60th year. Woo! We have been around a long time, okay? And so the headquarters is, of course, in Dallas, Texas. And it's a private owned company. I think that's important to know. That is why we have so many perks. And you know what? Now I'm talking about perks. I'm going to go to these two fabulous top directors that is going to start us to dream, because we forget about dreaming at the age of 15. So I want to know, why do y'all start Mary Kay? I'm going to start right up to the front. Unless you want to start with something else, I want to know, why did Miss Leslie McKinney and Miss Terry Lewis started Mary Kay? Whoever want to be first.
Terry, I'm going to yield to you. So tell us why you decided.
Okay, sure. Okay, I started Mary Kay when I first went out to a breakfast. They say if you feed them, they'll come, and that's what they did. They fed me, and I went to this breakfast, and I saw the culture, the women. And I said to myself, this all look legal, sound legal. And it's just like open up the doors to the church. I just walked on down front, all because of what I witnessed, the sisterhood. And that was my reason. I know I needed income, but my sole reason was for the culture that I was introduced to 28 years ago.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. Well, I joined Terry a little bit different. I had a need. I had a financial need. I had $14,000 in credit card debt that I needed to pay off like yesterday. I don't know if anybody else can relate. If you can relate, yes, drop some comments in the chat. Like, girl, I got some debt I need to get rid of like right now. And so I was dating my husband and I. We were dating. We were talking about getting married. I'm like, okay, I can't plan a wedding, and we already got $14,000 in credit card debt. I mean, when you're young, you think that's a lot, and that is a lot, right? When you don't have any money. And so my mom heard the Mary Kay opportunity, and she was like, Leslie, I think Mary Kay would be a great fit for you. And I was like, no, Mama, I don't want to do Mary Kay. If you're so excited, why don't you do it, and you can help me pay off my credit card debt? And she was like, oh no, that's not the way it's going to work. And they forced me to do Mary Kay. I mean, some of y'all need to be forced. Be clear. Some of y'all need to be forced into doing Mary Kay, because you're in a position where you need to change your financial situation. I mean, I was just listening. I think it was Thursday, Terry, as we were flying back in. We were preparing to leave from our trip. They said 100 days to Christmas. I'm like, is that time again? Like, did we just not get over Christmas and here we go again? And so time moves quickly. And so sometimes it's like we're waiting and, I'm going to do it whenever such and such graduate. I'm going to do it when the kids get into school. I'm going to do it when I retire. Girl, you just need to do it. So what I'm excited about, Terry, is that I was able to just work my business like 4 to 6 hours on the weekend, and I was able to pay off $14,000 in credit card debt in 10 months. And I had never sold anything but some Girl Scout cookies. And now, people buy Girl Scout cookies just because they're Girl Scouts and they're cute, but I never really sold anything. And I think it's all about, when you're ready to go in, you just go in and you give it a try. Isn't that the truth? You just try it. So, yeah. So that was my why, Naomi. How's that?
That's good because I have other questions too. That's right. You leave room for more. Okay.
Okay.
Both of you just came back from the top director trip. I'm whispering. No, I'm saying loud. What am I talking about? Whispering. The top director trip. And so, and you know what? I don't even think this is not your first or second time. So tell us how does it feel? When you heard, when you knew that you won, okay, you already knew, but you actually went to Scotland and at a time as this. Tell us the feeling because it's all in the feeling. Tell us how you felt up there going there.
Okay, I go first.
Yeah.
Uh, oh my God. All I can say is to God be the glory. Number one, to represent my unit. Number two, to represent women that I get the chance to lead and to serve them and to bring back this beautiful experience to them. But in the meantime, for me and my husband to be able to go on this beautiful experience with Mary Kay, the company, how they take such great care of us, how when the Queen passed, we was just getting over there, and how the company just pivoted and changed things and let us know when different things were changing, but how well we were taken care of, how well we were served. It is like no other vacation that you could ever dare to pay for because everything is paid for, and that way you even have more fun when everything is paid for. And then lastly, the conversations, the sisterhood. I always go back to the sisterhood because I do love sisterhood. The conversations with the big thinkers and how they think and what they talk about, the stretching. So all of that came from my trip and more.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree, Terry. When we were preparing to leave the U.S., we found out that the Queen had passed, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what are we getting ourselves into? Like, okay, we're leaving the states to go to what mayhem is what I was thinking. But you're right, the company had everything completely in control, and as a matter of fact, we kind of had, you know, you can tell from some of our pictures we had a up front kind of close seat to a lot of things. I mean, and we really were walking around in what I say is a history making experience, right, Terry? I mean, we were there on the ground, we were experiencing things, and it was just absolutely amazing. And the best part, we didn't spend any money. That's the best part. I don't know about you guys. Whatever we spent money on, it was because we wanted to spend money on. But Mary Kay took care of our flights, hotel. We had extra money for uh, what do we call it, Terry?
I call
Our
it spending money for our
yeah,
meals.
money to right. And
Fun
then,
money. Fun
this
money.
this was another fun money, right? Another thing that was awesome. We got to choose which restaurants we wanted to go to, and these were the top of the line restaurants. Be clear, we weren't eating at Chick-fil-A, although I love me some Chick-fil-A. So we weren't at Chick-fil-A. We had a selection of maybe 8 different restaurants,
Yes.
and so we chose in advance where we wanted to go. And so, of course, my husband has gotten hip to the game, right? You have to know my husband; he was hip to the game. So, I think there were maybe 8 couples with us because
Mm-hmm.
it kind of sets you off in smaller groups so people have a chance to connect and talk and all this and stuff. So the men are like, bring me the expensive menu. So they are ordering because Mary Kay allows you to order whatever. you want on the menu, and the men go hard, don't they, Terry?
They go hard.
They really go hard. So,
Well, well,
Yeah.
I saw some pictures, and we saw pictures. We saw pictures of some places that you went. I want to know perks. Come on, talk about the perks. You picked a restaurant out, but there were other things that we saw that y'all were doing. So why don't you just put us in and include us in your little venture your big venture on this top director trip that we can start so everyone can start dreaming. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Castles. I end up going to 2 castles. And believe it or not, the people still live in these castles.
wow.
Their families still live there, but we got a chance to walk through, I mean, old castles that was passed down from 1500s. And I'm like, really? And it was just amazing because that part of the world is full of castles, and we got a chance to roam through some of them. And we had fun at this museum. We went to a museum, and it was awesome. It was raining on us, but we once we got inside, everything was just like Mary Kay just smooths everything out. The museum, and when we walked into this beautiful dining area, it was breathtaking, simply breathtaking. And so it's like one of those places that a president would go to, a
Right.
presidential dinner, or a dignitary dinner. Those are the kind of places that Mary Kay has chosen for us. And then we had fun with the different birds on our arm, and I mean, I wasn't gonna take the eagle. I took the little bitty bird on my arm. But anyway, just fun stuff like that.
And
It's
Leslie didn't take any birds. I was like, no, I'm taking the pictures. I'm not taking birds. They had all kind of great excursions for us. But Terry,
yes,
let's talk a minute about that one castle where we had our one of our formal dinners, and it was a location where they filmed 3 seasons of, is it the Highlander? I know that's the
yes.
Wow.
so. I mean, uh, the seriously, the grass was so plush. I'm
Yeah,
like, is this real grass? I mean,
yes.
and I mean, it just was like you were walking around in a movie. It was unbelievable. And of course, they had spotlights on the castle, and they had tinted the castle pink for us.
Yes, for us.
So it was absolutely amazing. And it was inside of it was very similar to what you would see. I know some of you watched that Bridgerton. What is it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, Bridgerton.
Very similar to that, and it just was a very elegant, um, you know, very much so like just an out of body experience. Our tour guides were amazing. They were showing us things like, first of all, we know the United States is not that old, but they were showing us schools that were 800 years old. I'm like,
Yes.
800 years old. I mean, just your mind is just, it's hard to process this. We had a dinner in a museum. Everything was just, I mean, Mary Kay really thought out the entire process. Everything was such a very rich and elegant experience for us. We felt like we were celebrities. That's all I
Yes.
and, and people were saying, there are a lot of Americans here. I'm sure they thought we were celebrities. And then, of course, if the men chose and women could choose to go to play on some of the most elite golf courses.
Wow.
And
Mm.
so, the last time that Mary Kay Corporate was at this particular golf course, and Terry, you may remember the name of the golf course, that Sean Connery was there that
Yeah.
day, and so was what's his name, George Clooney. And so, of course, Sean Connery has since passed away, but I mean, they were playing on some of these exclusive upscale golf courses. Now, my husband doesn't play golf that well, so he was like, I'm not going out there to embarrass myself because I'm sure there'll be, people out there who are, avid golfers. And so my father-in-law, being an avid golfer, said, "Yes, son, don't play. Don't do it." So, yeah, but you think Mary Kay, none of this was a cheap experience, right, Terry? None of it was something that would have
So,
Yeah, been a
We-
few dollars. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to know we have some guests or consultant. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I'll make sure I go over it. So tell us, you have the trip. We have the trip next year. I'm sure there are directors and guests, even guests here, who like to know what is next year trip and tell us about it. Because I know Mary Kay showed you the trip. So tell us about it.
Go, Leslie.
Terry?
Go, Leslie.
Well, let me say this: the hotel rooms that Terry and I were in, those rooms were like $700 a night. $700 a night. Now let's just say, if you were going to be vacationing in Europe, I don't know about you guys, I would never. It would have to be a good-looking man, a masseuse, and some cash, and some gold coins, and several Louis Vuittons in there too. For me to spend $700 a night, as many days as we were there, I mean, come on, y'all, seriously. And the reason I know the price of the room is because, we had some challenges getting out of Scotland again because they were delaying moving flights around because of the procession and people flying in for the Queen, and so they said, "Oh, would you like to stay over an extra night?" And so, of course, I guess the guy didn't realize we were with Mary Kay. He goes, "Oh, your room is $700 a night."
Ooh.
We going to the airport. Y'all know I keep it real. I'm not gonna be on here being phony. I keep it, baby. We going
Real.
for real though. I'm gonna keep all my $700 and I'm going to the airport. But it was just that they did a really good job, Terry, at making us feel appreciated for the work, the sacrifices. So next year we the top trip is, y'all hear us saying next year we going to Barcelona and Mallorca.
Yes, Spain.
Oh, that's it.
Oh my. And you know what's fabulous about these? It doesn't matter. You can be a guest today. Isn't that the truth, Terry? We always hear about somebody
Yes,
that was a guest today, joined Mary Kay, and just came on in and just did the thing. And hey, I'm on the trip with y'all, and so that's the amazing thing about Mary Kay. You can make this business whatever you want it to be, and I love that. And by the way, you don't win a trip; you earn
the trip.
I want to make sure I clarify that you earn the trip. There's we work to earn these trips. When you say win, it's like you draw out of a hat or something. No, that's not how it's done. Mary Kay will send as many people that earn that level on this trip, and I love that.
Yes.
So does that kind of explain? Now, one thing that we did find interesting about Scotland that I did not know, in the city that we were in Edinburgh, there are only 500,000 people in that city. Now, considering that we all live in large cities, the first thing that was a shocker for me is there wasn't a lot of traffic. Like, where are the cars? Where are the people? You in Atlanta, I'm just so used to traffic all day, every day. It doesn't matter what time of the day, and so you can get around and maneuver. And a lot of people walk there. We were talking about that, Terry.
Every day, all day. Yes, they walk. They healthy.
They really are. They really, really are.
Yes.
One of the things that National Kim always talks about is the Mary Kay lifestyle. And I just know, I don't know if we would have been able to experience what we had an opportunity to experience up and close had we not been a part of Mary Kay.
Amen.
Do you agree with that, Terry? I don't know if we would
have. I wanted to say, because one of our top directors that went on the trip, her husband is a retired colonel, and she's traveled the world by him being in the service. And I said to her, I know you have traveled the world, but you haven't traveled the world Mary Kay style. And the colonel had to agree, y'all. He said, yep, my wife and I have moved hundreds of times until he retired, but nothing with this Mary Kay experience, that the luxury of the trip. The Army, nobody can do it like Mary Kay. There's not a company on the face of the earth, and I believe that. And what I love about Mary Kay is and Leslie was saying that you can be on here tonight and be on the trip next year, next June, finishing up, because Mary Kay's is equal to a woman's ambition and ability. And every woman on here knows that there's a giant inside of her that needs to come out. And we discovered that giant inside of us. Every woman on this call, no, on this particular platform, know that the giant has to come out. Don't wait. Let the giant just come on out, because God put that in there. We can give birth to that giant.
Yes, I love that. I love that. What were you going to say, Naomi? Go ahead.
I said, I'm the giant. The giant come out. That's right. Y'all talk about the trip so we can dream, because for one thing is that I was saying earlier, we have stopped dreaming because of that. But we have 2 ladies here, sharp ladies, and they just came back. And so if you have any questions you want to ask, because I really wanted to see, when you got to the room, the experience of open the door and seeing the room that Mary Kay paid, $700. And then also the dinner, how the atmosphere was when you actually went to dinner, and to think, I've never been to dinner like this before.
I left Metro Detroit. And so they sent us special luggage tags for all of our luggage with our names on it and our husband's name on it. And they kind of like glittery too. So, and you can take up to 3 bags, y'all. And we took all 3 bags. But here's the deal.
3 bags per person. So
3 bags.
20 at 3.
We're going to shop. They know we're going to shop. And the minute you get on your plane from whatever city, you do not touch your luggage ever, ever, ever. So one of the perks about earning this trip is your luggage is in your room when you arrive. And that to me is like Cinderella kind of things that's out here for us, that kind of a lifestyle. And each room always, and all the trips I've been on, always have plush bathrobes in it, don't they, Leslie?
Oh, yes.
Plush bathrooms, big plush tubs in the room. And so it's an incredible lifestyle that I feel every woman deserve to earn these kinds of things, because Mary Kay knew that we weren't personally purchase these things. So she created these Cinderella gifts, and we earned them, because I know I wouldn't pay. I'm like Leslie, I wouldn't pay $700 for a room. I wouldn't pay $700 for a room at all. So, but that's the beauty about that giant coming out inside of you, and knowing that you can be treated like queens when we go away. So that's an incredible experience. And then a driver's there waiting to pick you up.
Oh, yeah.
I got picked up in a Mercedes SUV, the big one. I'm like, wow. So you don't even have to look for who's going to pick you up, who's going to take you to the airport. It is just, everything is just laid out.
Wow. And then y'all had security too. Was there to protect you, to make sure everything is fine? Because, all of us would love to have security wherever we go.
You don't see them, but we know they're there.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And because if you're like me and Terry, we walking down the street with Louis Vuitton bags in our hands. I'm like, give us those bags. Oh my gosh. But you work hard and you get to play hard, and that's the great thing about Mary Kay.
Mhm.
And to think about, when I started Mary Kay, I was, trying to figure out how to furnish my small apartment, my small living room. And then, because of my Mary Kay business, it's opened up this entire new lifestyle. And we want that for everybody. That's the amazing thing about Mary Kay women. I'm excited for Terry, but I'm like, Naomi, come on, girl, you deserve this experience.
My husband.
That's the beautiful thing about, I think that's one of the things that separates us from other companies. Sometimes you may be around other people who may not want to see you advance, but that's not the way it works with us. We want, like, girl, come on, you got, and that's
leave me alone. I have to take, my husband deserve it, if nothing else, definitely.
Once your husband go on a trip, or your significant other, their lives are forever changed. Your life is forever changed with them because you get the opportunity to bring this amazing gathering, and they can see it and they so enjoy it. They enjoy it almost more than we do. They just like, okay, let's go. But it's so much fun. I like to say this, I did come in for the sisterhood, but let's be clear, y'all. I did need some money. I did. Now let's be real clear with that. I did need income, but like I said, I was so attracted to the women because I'm now having a teenage daughter. So my why changed quickly, y'all. Let me tell you, my why changed immediately because my daughter was 14 when I started Mary Kay. And next thing you know, she getting driver's license. I'm like, oops. So but guess what? I had earned my first car a year and a half after starting Mary Kay. She was able to drive my Mary Kay car at 16, and all I paid Mary Kay was $50 a month back then. And so my why hurried up and changed. I still love the sisterhood, but my why hurried up. I hurriedly changed my why because I saw the benefits of what it would do for my family. So for me not having a car note and then putting a teenager on the car, that was a huge savings in my home. So I hurried up and changed that.
Absolutely. And then, having the opportunity to earn a car every other year, what a
Yes, every other
blessing,
year.
right? What a
Yes.
blessing. As my husband would say, now you shouldn't be tearing up tires when you get to switch that car out every other year, right? And so think about how much we save in terms of overall maintenance on our
Mhm.
cars. We can't, in Mary Kay, we can't complain about gas prices.
We
I mean,
can't.
because that's all we really are really paying for.
Yeah.
Honestly. So that's a beautiful thing. And Terry, we talk about the friendships. But we talk about the fact that we can also position ourselves to save,
Right.
to be prepared for what may happen in the future. And that's really where my heart is with Mary Kay.
Yes.
To encourage every woman, yeah, we can travel and we can splurge a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's all about being, having some savings and
Right.
strategically preparing for the future, right? And so, a lot of times when we're talking to people about Mary Kay Cosmetics, they're like, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that," but you have to have a plan B to create
Amen.
Right.
extra.
The backup.
If I could shake something in people's head, that you have to have a plan.
Yes.
We know we need 6 months of house payments in our savings account, or a year, whatever. Now it may even be that you need a year. But the question is, well, how do I do that? But what we're saying to you is Mary Kay can be a way to create that. Or maybe it's time for you to send children or grandchildren to college. Maybe you can set them up differently so that when they graduate, they don't graduate with any debt. What
Right.
about if that would have been your situation, right? And so there's just Mary Kay can be an avenue for so many different things. And let me go ahead and transition to the different ways that you can join Mary Kay. Because girl, if you ain't excited about Mary Kay now, honey, I can't help you. I'm just saying.
They
So
should.
how do you start a Mary Kay business? There are really two ways that you can start a Mary Kay business. A year and a half, 2 years ago, the company introduced what we refer to as a virtual option of starting your Mary Kay business. So you can start for as little as $30. Now, y'all, I know I've talked about Chick-fil-A a couple times, and it's because I'm hungry right now. But you really can't even go through the Chick-fil-A drive-through on $30.
Mhm.
Now, those of y'all that live in Atlanta, home of Chick-fil-A, y'all know $30. If you take two people with you, that's automatically $30. But you have an opportunity to start your business. Now, you don't get anything in terms of paperwork, samples, or things like that, but you have your business opportunity. You have your own personal website, and you have the ability to process credit cards. So that is one option. But the second way that you can start, which I think is the best way to start, is for $130.
That's
And
right.
for that 130, I'm gonna try to pull this up for you. For 130, you get to start with what we refer to as a full starter kit. And where did it go? Okay, and for the full starter kit, it comes with like $450 to $500 in products and samples. It gives you something to work with. So here we go. Here's a picture of that. So $30 is the e-start. The full starter kit is 130. It comes with 400. It's a little bit more than that right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the second picture. It's about $550 in products and samples. because this allows you, if you want to send samples to your friends or sorority sisters, church members, co-workers, you have some things to work with, and you have everything that you need to start doing facials. The way we make our money is to allow people to try our product before they buy, right? And so I think, people always say, girl, give me a hookup to get to pay 130. Get it the truth? To pay 130 and get 550.
Yes.
That's Mary Kay corporate hooking you up. Because if you want 550 from me, I'm gonna charge you 550. So I mean, really, it's a great way to start your business. So I think it's a great time, Terry. We're just coming back. We on fire. It's right before the holidays, girl. And why not make some extra money now so you can position yourself to have a debt-free holiday, right, ladies?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Please do.
We have a question, and it's a really great one. And
Okay.
so any one of you guys can answer it. It said, what is the advice for women that are working full-time jobs outside of the Mary Kay business?
Amazing. I can take that one. I actually was working 65 plus hours a week, raising a family, and I had a staff of 50. And the saying now, Mary Kay just fits. I learned to make it fit. I learned how to organize my time, and I learned how Mary Kay gave me the opportunity to really put God first, family second, career third. Because my job, I didn't know anything about that. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything about that at the time, but it allowed me to get my priorities in order. I just shifted some things around. And I actually earned my first car a year and a half while working all those hours, raising a family and taking care of a huge, busy staff at work. So we teach you how to make it fit. We teach you how to prioritize your life, how to keep those. Once you keep those priorities in order, I found that everything works even better. So I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
No problem. And the great thing about this is with Mary Kay, you just have to try it.
Yeah.
That's the thing I tell people. You just really have to try it. The beautiful part of this is you for $30 and $130, there's no major risk involved, right? And so that's why I'm always telling people, you won't know until you try. And I don't know if my mom hadn't have pushed me. I probably would have blew off the little Mary Kay lady. I'd be like, oh no, this is really not for me. But I'm so glad she said, no, you are gonna do this, and look at how my life has totally been reshaped um, because of a cosmetic business. And so I'm always trying to encourage people, give it a try. Try it at least 6 months to see what can come from this. So it's a great day to start your Mary Kay.
It's a great
Terry,
day.
I know you got another appointment at 8 o'clock. See, that's how we do it in Mary Kay, honey. We all about switch, move. But are there any other questions, really quick, Naomi?
No, there isn't. That was it. Thank you, Miss Terry.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie, no, this is new for me. But
Yes,
this is
I'm
my
glad
new journey.
I
Yes.
appreciate you for jumping on. As a matter of fact, I want to show this other thing. When you decide, well, Naomi, go ahead and tell everybody about this one.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This is the month to really do what you're setting yourself up for. The holidays, you're setting yourself up to build your customer base. So when you have any of our guests, when they join tonight, and they can earn this beautiful this brush. It's a free Skin Revitalizer Sonic skincare brush. And I'm telling you, this is the best way to clean your skin. I want you to get excited about what this brush has to offer. It will be just what you need, because you know what? Cleaning your hands with your hands doesn't do it. The brush hits 3 layers of that skin and really cleans the surface of your skin. So this is an opportunity to get this brush, which costs, the set is $75.
Right, $75.
$75. Can you get excited? Matter of fact, you're getting money back. If you think about it, if you do the $30, and even if you do the 130, how much is that? 30 plus 25, that's $55. All you have to pay to become a Mary Kay consultant. Wow. I'm impressed all by itself. That is it.
Right. Absolutely. So definitely today is the day to start your business. Make sure you reach out to your beauty consultant. As a matter of fact, consultants, if you have a customer on here, a guest, someone just checking it out, even if they hit hashtag replay and watch this later, make sure you go ahead and send them the email link with information of just so they can go ahead and sign up, because get that $75 brush is such an amazing deal when they start their business and they get active. And so your sales director will be able to give you more information on exactly how that program works. But yeah, $75 gift, I think it's worth it. All right, so thank you so much, Terry. Thank you, Naomi.
Thank you.
We have a winner. We have a winner.
Yeah, so tell me who our queen of comments is tonight.
Well, I pretty much know the names of the people. But yes, Miss Holmes. Miss Holmes. I don't want to say her first name. Trisha. Yeah.
That's my client.
Okay.
Miss Holmes. I said, that's Miss Holmes. So, Miss Holmes, we are excited. Yes. Thank you for coming on. Definitely. And commenting. And yes. So
Thank you. Awesome. Well, here's the thing. I know your beauty consultant has a gift for you. So make sure, for all of our guests, make sure if you have not dropped that comment, go ahead and comment so that they can see that you are watching, and reach out to your consultant, because she will have something special for you for tuning in tonight. And we want to do a special shout out to all of our wonderful clients, because you guys are just such awesome brand supporters. It allows us to do what we love, which is to take care of you. We always say in Mary Kay, how old you are, well, that's your business, girl. But how old you look, that's our business, right? So we want to make sure you look fabulous and flawless all day, every day, year in, year out. So make sure you reach out to your consultant, let her know you were on, because she's probably has a nice fall swag bag package for you, and you want to get all those samples so you can try all the latest and the greatest in Mary Kay.
Yes.
All right, Naomi, I know.
Wow. Thank you.
Go ahead.
We'll see you next week. Same
Bye-bye.
time.
Yes.
And
We'll see you next
a full display of our entire holiday line.
So you don't want to miss it.
All right. Thank you, Terry.
Bye. Thank you.
Yes. All right. See you next time. All right, Naomi, let's send everybody out with some great Mary Kay music, girl.
Yes, some great music. And thank you for coming on. And don't forget, next week, we are going to have a blast with the new holiday line.
Yeah. All right.
So invite guests. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track. I felt a bit of bad, but I came back. Still a little light in the light track. Still a bit of good, so good. And I know just what to say. And I know just what to do. And I'm so sick of pain. But it's hard to agree with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know it's expect. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. When I'm really trying again. Reason right and take your time and choose. Whether we did or yellow, whether we did or shallow.